he went full Rafa Shelton there.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Patch, we're right here in the corner, and I think that went around the net.
It did. Absolutely. Oh, another absolute firecracker.
6 games to 3.
Ben blindsides Humbert with his brilliance. What a breathtaking set of tennis, and many memories to take away.
Advantage Humbert.
Because we've seen some great serving numbers from some players. We saw Novak last night, who was awesome. To be honest, in all facets of the game, not just the serving. We saw Tommy Paul knock down 20 aces, which we don't normally see from your fellow American.
Yeah, guys serving big here in these conditions, and I think that's why that everybody was circling this matchup, knowing how well that Shelton plays in Australia and in these faster conditions, thinking that this could. Same thing on the second serve return. Guys were. Guys were around 78–80% on their own second serve. So big stuff there from Shelton in the turnaround.
Play, but it very nearly was there. And Ryan, just to pick up on your point, I had the pleasure and the privilege of being courtside in Turin for the full tournament, and the conditions here are so much better for Ben Shelton, with the heat in the air, the ball jumping. It's just deserted him again.
But that resistance in the end ends. Shelton wraps things up in double quick time in the tiebreaker by 7 points to 2. Oh, come on.
Game Shelton.
Reasonable to assume he'd win a match or two in Bercy and probably would have been seeded here and not had to play Shelton first round. So
yeah, I mean, and that can be tough, you know. I remember back to something. My career best ranking was around 40 in the world,
15.
and you know, close to getting seeded. And some of the times I felt like I was playing really well going in the majors, and you draw top players, and you're not playing badly at all, but you don't get that. I'm not kidding at all.
No, I believe you. Why?
That's a great point there from Ben. I think it's nerves. It's one of his things. Obviously, different conditions play differently. You know, we talked about.
He was already a good athlete. He's become a great athlete.
case in point. Gets this ball down low. Look at the court coverage. Look at the strides whenever he's running up there. I mean, it's incredible. The length, the power. He's only lost just 3 points, a couple of those rally shots as he did in the previous point. It's obviously a very high bar, but for his lofty goals and expectations, you don't.
In keeping with his character all the way. A little Shelton sizzle seals the win and sends himself through to the second round.
You can see the energy and the passion, how fired up he is to be back here at Melbourne Park. Love the way he played that match point with confidence, not waiting around to see what happened. He took charge. Love the mutual respect between those guys at the net. They knew that they played a really, really high quality third set there.